5, 4, 3.
Hey, hi.
Hey!
Hey.
Welcome.
Well, work is hard.
Work is hard, yes. Hello, welcome back again, everybody. We are back once again. I'm Brent.
We're so
This is Jeff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry we're back.
Again. Once again, we're sorry.
We try not to watch it. They just keep showing up.
This guy is more sorry than I am.
He's not sorry at
He's not
all.
sorry at all. So, how's Jeff doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How is Brent?
Phenomenal.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
I mean, obviously, the title of this podcast, the episode, tells you what we're doing. If not, our shirts would kind of tell.
Grr, smash.
uh, Today we're going to be discussing the brand new Spider-Man Brand New Day.
And we're totally spoiling, so we're getting out of the way now. There'll be some spoilers and discussions, in-depth analyses.
Everybody dies.
They all died.
No, seriously, yeah.
They all turned into giant radioactive spiders,
And kill each other.
and then they all died.
Right. After they impregnate each other.
Yeah, that was the weird part.
It
That
was-
it made me uncomfortable.
Speak
And
for
then
yourself.
they made me pay him like a $10 monthly subscription to watch
I thought that was the best part, honestly, but
it. Yeah, just another $10 stuff.
Whatever. So yeah, we're gonna be spoiling the crap out of this movie. There's lots to discuss, so hopefully you're one of the millions of people who've already seen it, because I read that it already broke a record for like opening day money. So, and I got the esteemed pleasure of going out with my wife and Jeff and his wife to see it together.
It was like a team up,
Yes, it was a Spider-Man team up.
a Spider-Man team up.
Yeah, and we got
Oh, I didn't bring my little pin. I like the swag.
yeah. I'll take free swag.
I'll put it on a cap or something. That would be kind of
I should put
cool.
on my shirt right here. But yeah,
Maybe we should do something like do all the swaggy things as we get them, and like our buddy did with his concert stuff.
oh yeah. It's like
That might be kind of neat.
if only I had a place to put all my movie swag, huh?
He doesn't have any swag. Don't believe his lies.
Okay, whatever. I'll think about that later. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
a real moviegoer doesn't need the swag. We appreciate it for the film and the journey.
well, I'm not real.
Not the fake dinosaurs.
Obviously, I'm fake and not real either, so that all makes sense.
Now, does that make me extra pretentious?
You talk with two pinkies.
See?
So yes, it was a good evening, fun times, good movie. You want to
Adequate
start?
company
Adequate company, absolutely.
at best.
And
Sure.
a little quick little fun side note. I ran into another friend of mine at the movie theater, and I'm like, "Are you here to see Spider-Man?" He's like, "Yes." What theater are you in? And we were in the same theater, and we were in the same row, almost right next to each other.
I'm getting the stalkery vibes. Are you stalking him or is he stalking you? And did I get co-opted into following this guy? Like
Yes.
I kind of now I'm accessory to the crime.
I kind of drug you into it
Stalked him, didn't you?
just so I have it,
Oh, it makes sense now. If you bring me and we are as a set couple, it doesn't look weird that you just happen to be right next to him.
exactly. See what I'm saying?
That's not weird at all. And it's not weird that you sit on his lap instead of by your wife.
Well, and
That doesn't make it
now,
weird at all either.
and I just realized that he may hear this, and now he knows the whole story.
Dang it.
Every time I screw up my stocking plans every time. I got open in my
You
mouth.
gotta get better at this. You need to practice. You need a good practice
I
stocking.
need to practice stocking. So, but anyway, so that's kind of fun. So you want to start us off with maybe some opening thoughts there, Mr. Jeff?
Well, Spider-Man dies.
The end.
The end.
That's it.
Okay, so we did not really actually we had to avoid talking about this because me and him we when we had went to shows before we started talking about it,
Right.
and we tried to for a second and we're like, well, stop
It's true. Yeah. So we have not yet discussed it.
in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
So this is the world premiere of our mindless movie rant about what this film is about. Now he did unfortunately talk to his wife, and she talked my ear off about it.
Man,
No,
it
she
happens.
made one comment, and so I do have an inkling of something that you had said to her.
Okay.
She had mentioned, and I kind of had the same take, that this was not quite as epic as the last one.
In my opinion, yes, it's not.
I would agree.
Okay. Yes. The last one was just such a huge thing, bringing back all the old actors and then the last three movies. It was a big deal. I thought.
That's a hard. That's a hard. I don't know if you could you have topped that? Is there anything you really could have done to top it?
Well, and I guess that's the question is because I know a lot of people online are not fans of the multiverse or they're tired of the multiverse saga and they're ready for it to move on. So it was all. I mean, it was very nice and refreshing to see a movie that was all like street level. Hey, this is the story. There's Spider Man. He's kind of coming of age, kind of thing, and there wasn't none of this multiverse stuff going on. So that was kind of nice. And so I could see that if you weren't a fan of the multiverse, that you'd like this one better. But me personally, very good, but still, I think the one before that was slightly better.
The multiverse doesn't. I agree with you. I think that's a good thing. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
I think
me
if
either.
every story leans into multiverse, like that's the danger you run into that because now that you have a multiverse, there's always going to be the inclination to make the multiverse be the solution to the problem, the
Right,
cause of the problem, or weird crossovers because you can just throw anybody into anything.
right. It's an easy way to bring people back.
Right.
Yeah,
And for another, I mean, and cool. If I love fan service, that's cool. But at what point is it? Are you just pandering, and is it not? You're not carrying good stories because you just want to make sure that you check a box.
right.
You know, we need a huge jacked man for this one. We need,
Huge,
we need
huge.
he's got to be we need a huge jacked man.
so
But
so
you know what I
so
mean.
so they chose Ryan Reynolds.
Obviously,
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's
it
like,
doesn't bother me though.
and I don't know, and I read comics as a kid off and on, so I don't know if this is following the comics
I think it
to the
does a little
letter.
bit.
So
I think Marvel
yeah,
and DC both kind of leaned heavily into the multiverse thing.
right. So if that's the case, then I say go for it, right? If that's what you did in the comics, then it worked, and do it.
I'm with you. I read some comics and I read more X Men back in the day. I know you said you were more Avengers guy or Fantastic
Fantastic Four,
Four,
yeah,
right? Yeah, yeah. So, but I know I didn't have the kind of income to like go to the comic book store every week and buy the new issues that came
right,
out. Like it was like I got $4. I'm gonna go buy a comic today, and so I everything I ever read was disjointed.
right,
The best I ever had to have any kind of continuous stories with the library comics, and I would go check out whatever they bought.
right. Yeah, yeah. I was the same way. So I just got one here and there, but all that being said, still a very good movie.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's not good. Phenomenal story,
I was super happy
yeah, very well
with the
made.
film.
And even though it wasn't tied into the multiverse, there's still lots of characters that were in this movie that made it very fun.
I thought it was very good. I think that as much as I would say that the last film had some like emotional heartstrings, this one here was just left and right, man, just
Right,
like tugging on your heartstrings.
right, yeah. Which they do that, right?
Right. But
And
I would almost even argue this was more that than the last one.
yeah, really, the last one, the only time it really tugged on it was when May died, and then
Right.
at the very end. So
And it seems like that's kind of a central theme to this movie is like all like the heartache
right, yeah,
of the way. And like I said, spoilers. How May's passed away in the last film,
yep,
or
yeah.
last film, and then so he's been. This is him like years later,
Yes, I didn't realize how much
solo
time was gonna pass.
years.
Yeah, that I was a little surprised about that, honestly.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I neither because basically MJ and Ned are finished, like they're done with college, right?
They're
So
college
what,
graduates,
4 years went by? That is crazy.
right? I mean, and that's that's generous. Like most college kids don't finish in 4 years, even at MIT.
That's true.
I mean, at least the curriculum's easy.
Right? Yes.
They're obviously going to finish in 4 years.
Unless they're so smart they finish in two. You know.
Well, I
Right.
mean, we all can't be that guy
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
or gal,
Or yeah, either or, right?
either
So,
or.
but no, yeah, I agree. Uh, it was very sad at times, and it was tough to watch him fight through his emotions and struggle to try and figure things out, and then his body starts changing, and yeah,
I had a fun.
yeah,
I was just thinking of like the body change. Like he's grown into a full Spider Man.
yeah, you know,
He's going from a Spider Boy
boy.
into a Spider Man.
And I know. I mean, you both love that part when the arachnid takes over and he's shooting webs from his wrist. He's like squeezing it out.
Well, what's funny about that is in the last one they made such a big funny thing
I know. Yes. Tobey
yeah, my
Maguire.
brain. Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire Spider Man having the actual organic webs.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that was a great callback. And did you notice the callback when MJ kissed him and she rolled his mask up halfway?
Yes.
I thought that was pretty clever too.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though it wasn't really her, but
Okay, so that's one thing that's a little different. And so I had an inkling as to what was going on from YouTube stuff. And
okay,
I didn't actually go watching it. I actually seen it not from through Spider-Man stuff. I saw it through the actress side of things for whatever reason.
okay,
So, like I said, spoily. Sadie Sink is in this,
right, yes. Which
I knew
yeah,
that.
yeah. So everybody knew that, and my daughter is a big fan of hers, mostly because of Stranger Things, and she was dying to know what character she played.
I heard that rumor already, and so I kind of had an inkling that that was going to be the
Yeah.
case.
See, I thankfully I avoided everything, so I hadn't heard anything. So I was guessing that she was going to be like Spider Gwen or something like that, which would have been really kind of cool as
I've
well.
heard that theory as well, but that is not what it panned
Yeah.
out to
Right.
be.
So
Now, the thing that threw me for a loop is that to me, the way they did that, and like this could be a multiverse argument. So maybe the multiverse exists a little bit. That whole throwing around thing where she jumps,
right.
that's in my experience has not been a Jean Grey kind of power. She's like Professor X. She can just take over. This
Ru-
whole distance thing
yeah.
and all that stuff. That's kind of course she's new. They're saying she's
Well,
new,
and she's still pretty young, so
right?
to me, this was very much a Jean Grey origin story.
Yeah,
I mean,
as much as a Spider-Man fixing his situation
right?
story.
Yeah, but yeah,
Every bit as much as that.
yeah, because Spider Man gets stronger, and so now he's ready for to accept what happened and to reintroduce friends in his life and stuff like that, and you get her over there
He's
kind of
got to stop shirking his spider responsibilities.
shirking his spider
Spider up.
responsibilities.
Yeah. Is that a play on words? Is this like
I think it's a play on something. Yeah, but yeah, just yeah. So yeah, having her as Jean Grey was a nice surprise for me. I didn't see that coming.
Mhm.
Uh, although as soon as I saw her in the hood, I'm like, oh, she's not Gwen, she's a villain. I didn't know what villain she was going to be until they said the name. I was like, oh,
Well, and I mean, because this is going to be a tie-in to, as a mechanism to bring the X-Men more into it as well, correct?
yeah,
And I would assume Doomsday is the next big X-Men deal. I think I've seen where there's several people going to be in that one as
right.
well.
Anybody who's ever been in a Marvel movie ever is going to be in this.
And they're also going to like bring their brother and half brothers and some siblings along,
Uh, I know they better have Dolph Lundgren in there,
or
and
else
Thomas Jane better be in there as Punisher. I
all
mean,
the Punishers they do a Punisher point,
except it's a gun,
but I'm Tom Jane.
right? Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing is that wouldn't surprise me, especially after what Deadpool and Wolverine pulled, and
Sure,
they brought in Elektra and Blade and stuff like that. So yeah,
right.
so yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, and obviously the cast has already been announced for that, so Ian McKellen and James McAvoy and all
Patrick
those.
Stewart, I think,
Patrick Stewart,
is
yeah.
listed already. Yeah.
Uh,
So we know it's going to be a big bunch of multiverse craziness, and it
yeah.
has to be really with that storyline. There's no way around it.
But the only thing I'm wondering is, are they going to mix the X Men? Are they going to have some classic X Men with some first class X Men? Because obviously Jean Grey's young, but they're going to have Kelsey Grammer as Beast, and Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler. So they're having like the older X Men, like the original X Men.
Well, like I said, and pro and con, the multiverse solves all of this
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So you can have them
for
all.
good and bad. Because if you think about it, first class wait, Jean Grey wasn't in, but Havoc was in there, but it was.
Jean Grey was in. It was Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones. She was Jean
I thought
Grey.
that was not in that in first class. That was
Dark Phoenix. Well,
Dark Phoenix.
Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But I just mean that group, that trilogy.
right. But the time I was thinking like time frame, like if you, first class was in the '60s
Right,
or '70s
Days
to
of Future
'70s,
Past screwed all that up anyway.
right?
They did all kinds of crazy
Well, and
shit.
then Spider Man is in modern day. I guess we assume,
Well,
and then this Jean Grey is younger.
it is because Aunt May's tombstone said 2024.
That is yes. So
So
that's well, if she died in 2024, this would be 2028,
right,
unless they didn't, unless the gaffers didn't do their damn job, which
you never know.
you know how that goes sometimes.
Right,
Math ain't mathing,
math ain't
dudes.
mathin'. Unless they graduate in 2 years, like I said, they're borderline geniuses.
Well, everybody is. Isn't that funny how all
Right?
the geniuses hang out?
Isn't that how
And
it
then
is?
they leave us characters to hang out by ourselves. I never got invited to the genius table.
I
They would call me genius, but it sounded like they were naming, "Hey, genius, why don't you pick up your crap
I couldn't even find the
and get
genius
out of
table.
here?" The closest I ever came to a genius was going to the Apple store and realizing I had an Android phone. They're like, "Hey, genius, get out of here. We don't like your
I just
kind."
need a phone charger. It's all the same, right?
Well, it
Uh,
is now, isn't it?
uh,
Did
I
they adopt the USB-C
have
3?
no clue. Sure,
I think they did.
why not?
I think they did now. I think they actually did.
Okay, good.
It seemed like one of the kids were complaining about it, they don't like that their phone's compatible with everybody with the rest of the world's now.
Oh my gosh, of course.
I'm being a little pretentious about it. I'm being a little bit of a jerk. This.
So, what was your take on John Berthal's Punisher in this one?
Um, I mixed a little bit, and not that it was terrible. It wasn't terrible, but he played such a dark version of the Punisher on the Netflix series,
Right,
and they tried to lighten him up a little bit, and it was fun, but it almost seemed like a little bit of whiplash.
right. So,
He was almost a little too kind. Like it was almost a little too like he's supposed to be the Punisher.
right. So, did you watch the Punisher One Last Kill that came out
No,
about a
I
couple?
did not.
So
So
that
maybe
so that helps a little bit, but I mean, you're still right that it's like he's so dark and foreboding and everything, and this one he was a little bit more lighthearted. Uh,
mhm. It wasn't
no,
terrible.
but
It
yeah,
wasn't bad.
but
I'm nitpicking a little
but
bit.
I actually I kind of enjoyed it him being that way a little bit more than the way he has been played in the past. You know, at least
Well, yeah,
yeah, him as an actor, I enjoyed the way he brought what he brought to that role.
we talked about this before. It takes me a minute to not see Shane still.
100%.
Even and we even talked about this the other day. I've seen him in a few good things that were just really awesome. I'm like, okay, the dude is actually a good actor.
Yeah.
But he did such a damn good job at Shane that the first
Oh,
5 minutes I'm just like kick his
I hope he
ass.
die. Kill him,
I
Rick.
hope he
Kill him.
die.
Come on, Rick. Kick his ass. No, you're
I
not
can't
wrong,
help
sir.
it. To this day, I did. I still, I caught myself doing it. Like I don't like him. I'm like, he's the Punisher, and it's not. It's not Shane.
And what's
It's
funny,
John as the
and
Punisher.
what's funny is like he was Shane for like what, a season and a half.
I
He's
know,
been
and it's
Punisher a lot
still,
longer.
and I still
It
just
doesn't
hate.
matter.
Yeah, I hate Shane.
Hey, right there, preach on, brother. I'm right there with you, man.
But the lightheartedness was fun. Like I did enjoy it, but it seemed like a little, like I said, maybe I feel like there's a couple of things that because I missed Florence Pugh and all the Thunderbolts or
Okay.
whatever that was. I didn't watch that yet. Still,
I don't think you're
so
alone. I didn't get it watched as much as you know.
Well, they had her, and I know it was a kind of a small spot, but I didn't realize they were calling her Black Widow now.
Well, she was one of the Black Widows.
Okay,
So yeah, so yes, so technically
so
that's what it is. But
there's things that I feel like I knew I could tell that I had missed a couple things in a few films that I have not partaken in.
yeah, Thunderbolts is solid. It gets a bad rap. I don't think it's as bad as what people say. I do feel like they tried a little bit too hard in it, but I think it's solid enough, you know.
Hmm.
And they're going to play a big role also in Doomsday, so you may want to check that out.
I probably should. There's several that I the first time I watched Captain Marvel, I was not impressed with it,
Right.
and I had that opinion for a while. I went back and rewatched it as I'm doing what I think I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast or not, but I'm going through and watching all of the Marvel stuff in cinematic or not cinematic in chronological order with my kids because that's how they wanted to watch it. And we went and watched Captain Marvel towards the beginning of that. It might have been the first or second movie. It might have been the
Probably
first.
second one. I think
Oh yeah, Captain
Captain
America
America's
was
first. Yeah.
yeah, so it was number two. And I watched it and I was like, okay, this is not as maybe I went in and gave it too much grief when I first watched it.
Well, and I think timing has a lot to do with that stuff because if I remember correctly, Captain Marvel was the first movie that came out after Infinity War.
Yeah, so that's not super.
Right. Yeah. And so
Yeah, that's
Infinity,
probably the worst one to follow.
because Infinity War is way up here, then you get Captain Marvel, which I know why it came out that way now, because after the way it ends, you see that little beeper signal that he has. So I like how
Mhm.
that ties that story together. But I think it fell in a terrible place in line.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably fair.
Yeah. So
But I did enjoy it more so this last time. I guess we should probably bring us back to Spider Man though. We
why?
remind us that we know why it was Spider Man. What the hell's a Spider Man?
What's what? Oh yeah, I need to go watch that movie.
I should probably go watch that. We're
But
talking. I'm watching it right now.
yeah. So okay, Mark Ruffalo, he's back as Hulk. That was fun.
I mean, it was okay. I felt like they tacked a few people on just to tack people on.
Yeah.
There was reasons to have him
Right.
there, and I'm not saying it was. It just it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like
And I would wonder, is he ever going to get his own movie? Because he keeps showing up in every other movie that they make and show.
poor Hawk. Hawk can't carry a movie.
Hey, if Edward Norton can carry a movie as Hulk, Mark Ruffalo can
Hey,
carry a
there's a
movie
lot
as
of people that
Hulk.
argue that that's the better one.
I mean,
I don't think he did a terrible job with it. I think he got. It's Edward Norton. He's going to do it how Edward Norton's going to do it.
right. Well, and they obviously that's part of the MCU because they actually use a couple of those characters in Brave New
Hmm.
World. So I mean, they know it's canon, right? So
Right.
they just don't.
I think really the Eric Bana is the only one that's
I was
not
gonna say that's the only one that's not really mentioned.
considered right.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't garbage either, though.
yeah. I mean, some. I feel like there's a bunch of superhero movies that came out in that time frame, like the Fantastic Four, the two original
Yeah,
ones.
it was fine. It wasn't great, but
Very,
it wasn't
I actually
terrible.
really enjoyed both those films, but it was in the time when like I don't know, people didn't follow them as much, and so like now the MCU does such a good job that I think those kind of took a hit
Sure.
afterwards, so because they're not integrated in a larger universe because people weren't doing that back then.
Right.
So, yeah,
But I am really digging Tom Holland as Spider Man.
yeah, him too. Yeah, he does a good job.
I didn't really give Andrew Garfield a super good chance. I need to really watch those. I kind of only half watched those before I kind of knew that there was rumors that they were all going to do in the last film.
Uh,
They were all coming together.
no Way Home, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so I kind of
Yeah, and it's too bad because supposedly they were working on a third movie for him and it never got made. And he does a good job. And yeah,
he does actually.
and Emma Stone plays Gwen Stacy in those,
When,
and I love Emma
mhm.
Stone. That's great. And Dennis Leary. I mean, it's a pretty good cast really
Hmm.
all the way through. So it was nice to see him come back and play Spider-Man again as well. But yeah, you're right. Tom Holland does a really good job.
Well, and um, I mean, really, the casting overall was pretty good.
Hmm? Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and then that's the other thing that MCU's doing really good right now is picking just the right person for all these parts. I feel like.
so there's a theory, and this is just all speculation, and it's about him, Ned, and it was probably No Way Home. I forget when he says this, but he actually he says to Peter, "Don't worry, I'll never turn on you." Yeah, it had to be that one because they were talking
Yes.
about, "I'll never ever turn on you." But I believe in the comics, Ned becomes the Hobgoblin.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so by forgetting Peter, he doesn't remember he made that promise, and he may have a villain arc.
That'd be kind of cool. But also
It could be.
very tragic for Peter.
I
For
mean,
one of those.
some more heartstrings, right?
Well, yeah. One of the only two people that like him turn on him.
Right.
uh, so, do you want a Spider-Man Brand New Day fun fact?
Yes.
Okay, so his AI assistant Evie.
Hmm.
It is voiced by Naomi Watts.
I just saw that.
Yeah, but the fun fact is that Naomi Watts played Tom Holland's mother in the movie The Impossible. That was like 14 years ago or something like that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
I forgot about that movie altogether.
I
It
did
was
too,
impossible.
right? And
It lost my mind.
I read that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Because well, I knew that voice. So after we saw the movie that night, I went home. I looked up. I'm like, Naomi Watts. That's who that was. So
Hmm.
anyway, I thought that was kind of fun too, and that's probably one of 10,000 Easter eggs
Is
that's in
she
that
still
movie.
married? Is she still married to Sabretooth?
This is not a gossip podcast, or
Well, it's coming full circle. Like Sabretooth.
oh yeah, right.
I mean, I'm just trying to tie it back
Which
into
saber
Spider
tooth?
Man. Lev Schreiber.
Lift driver. Okay, yeah. I don't know.
They were married at one point, I think.
Did you read that in People magazine?
Esquire.
Nice.
I read it in Teen Beat, okay, or Tiger Beat, or whatever it was.
Don't act like you don't know what that is. Right.
Right.
Uh, but
I've got Liv Schreiber, Team B, whatever they call their centerfold things with the voice.
centerfold.
I don't know. They had pictures. Did they actually have a centerfold? I don't remember.
Again, you know better than I
I,
would,
I,
buddy.
well, you had a sister. I had a sister on Team Beat or Tiger. Is it Team Beat or
I
is
think
Tiger Beat?
I think it
Isn't
is
it?
teen. I don't know.
Is it Team? I don't know. What the Beats? But like
It's one of the beats. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm reading through some Easter eggs because I mean there's a lot to take in,
There's a
right? There's a lot
lot,
to
a lot
take in.
going on.
Apparently, there's in one of the alleys there's a poster is hanging up that says Mayor Fisk.
I did not see
I
that. I
didn't
missed
either. I didn't see that at all. So that's kind of cool. Apparently, somebody mentions uh, oh Scarlet Witch callback. Okay, that's with Bruce Banner. So yeah, there's just yeah. We don't have to bore you with me reading out loud, but apparently there's all kinds of Easter eggs in there, like like you figured there would be.
Well, he doesn't want you to realize that he can't actually read.
Huh?
Huh?
So, okay, so
Huh?
not a fun fact, but something I thought
Hawk
of.
read.
Well, hey, he was Smart Hawk for a while. Remember that? So,
That's true.
so,
Smart Hawk.
uh,
Oh, I'm
so
sorry. I cut you off. Go
no,
ahead.
no, no, no. Not a fun fact, but something I thought of is that scene in the movie when Jean Grey's doing the jump from body to body to body. I thought that would have been a perfect place for a Stan Lee cameo. Like have her jump in Stan Lee and him look and say, "I want to get there first," or something like that, and then jump out of his body, and him be like, "Whoa, that felt so weird."
That's weird. I'm supposed to be in the ground. They dug me up for this.
Totally worth it. I know. I
Totally.
just popped in my
I
head. I
almost
think that'd
wonder
be
if they were
good.
going to do something with him though, like some kind of nod. I don't think I saw anything that was a nod
Um,
exactly.
yeah, I know one of the movies had like after he's gone. I think one of the movies had some nod to him or like his name or something like that on something. You know,
Yeah, I forget now which. Yeah, you were correct. Something was done not too long,
right?
not too long ago. But I was kind of hoping that they would do something. Like you could have probably done something, or have a look-alike, a Stanley look-alike that, like you, is
Oh
blatantly,
yeah,
obviously a look-alike,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and say, Tony Stank. That's probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
we went and saw that together too, didn't we? We were in the theater
Yes.
together
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and I just remember. I think me and he looked at each other, just trying to laugh, and I got a package for Tony Stank.
He's like, "Yep, that's Tony Stank right here." Oh, yes, that's so good.
I think it's my favorite one.
Yeah, probably has to be. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. Uh, yeah, I was gonna say something else. I kind of forget now, but no, yeah, I think it'd be especially since both him and Jack Kirby were so integral to Spider-Man, and Stan Lee was really the driving force behind getting Spider-Man, out into the world and making him what he is now. So I
Hmm.
think we need to throw something, and maybe there's something there that I haven't read or saw yet either. So I'm sure that's possible as well. So, but so also for I guess cameos or whatever. Um, did you realize the ninja fighting group, the Hand? Did that sound familiar to you?
Um,
They
I, I didn't put the connection. I didn't make the connection.
that was the bad group, the villains group in Daredevil, the original Netflix Daredevil series.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
The Hand is who he was always fighting.
yeah.
So I thought that was
I
kind of
thought I
neat.
thought I thought you were going with an actor connect. I thought it was like
Oh
the
no,
actor
sorry,
playing
no,
that
just
part.
yeah. So so I love how they're pulling in all of the Netflix stuff now.
Yeah, and that those were so good.
Yeah,
Like it was kind of a disservice not to like have those in out the gate.
yeah. So
I mean, they're doing it now.
well, and Daredevil, not to get off Spider-Man again, but this is what we do, so deal with it. Uh, Daredevil, Born Again is so good. 2 seasons of that. Punisher shows up in that. Jessica Jones shows up in that.
Hmm.
We've had Charlie Cox as Daredevil in the last Spider-Man movie, Punisher in this Spider-Man movie. So like they're slowly just starting to integrate all of them into the MCU, which
Well, and
which,
they
which,
should.
which is
The,
great.
the production quality on those were so
It
amazing.
is right.
My least favorite was the Iron Fist, and he's supposed to be like the Defender's driving force.
Yeah, and that one got really good at the end too. Like
It
it ended
was
very strong.
that was the weakest character out of all of them. They wanted to build the whole thing. The Defenders was built around Iron Fist, and he was a fine, but the others were so good. Like he was okay.
Yeah,
It's almost like the old Fantastic Four. It was okay.
right, right, right. Yeah,
Iron Fist is okay.
yeah. But but again, it started off okay. It got kind of like but it ended
It did. It
it
did
ended
end pretty
really really
good.
strong. Like I love that series ending. That was really really
Mhm.
good. The way the
Well,
story was going.
they had to get the whole band back together.
Well, with him transferring the power over to her.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I thought that was a really neat because he never really wanted to wield it anyway, so he struggled with it, and she knew how to do it. So I thought that was a nice segue into her being the new Iron Fist.
Hmm.
So, but anyway, it'd be cool if they brought all them back. But you know, Doomsday,
Well,
they're all coming back for Doomsday.
it'll be
All of them.
Doomsday.
uh,
I'm pretty psyched about that though. This was a pretty good gear up for that, and I'm assuming that's why the end credit was what the end credit was.
yeah. So I was reading about that as well.
Hmm.
It means either Spider-Man is in space or it picked up another Spider-Man in space. So either Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. That's the fan uh, speculation.
But did it bother you that that tech wouldn't work that way? It kind of bothered me a little bit.
Eh.
I mean, well, I know, but it's like it's a Spidey track. It's like sightings. Who the hell's sighting him on the app in space?
I don't. Well, I believed it was something more because remember he's like, it says Spider Man's real close to us. He looks up, he's like right in front of him, you know. So
Yeah.
was it like picking up some signal or something? That's almost like the vibe that I got.
So Spider Man can be tracked now. If Ned can track Spider Man, then the bad
Yeah,
guys can track Spider
right.
Man.
Yeah, you're right. It does say Spidey sighting, though, didn't it?
It's the
So
sightings, and so like I said, I know that's silly, but as soon as I saw it doing its thing, and it's like in outer space, I'm like, who the hell saw him out there? I didn't say it, but I was
clear,
like,
clear,
obviously it was the Guardian of the damn galaxy.
clear. Yeah, clearly,
Star Lord saw him.
clearly,
Hey,
Rock.
Spider Man,
Well,
get the app. I saw him.
it's Groot. He's playing his game. He's like, hey, I saw Spider Man.
Let me check this out. I'm a level 3 contributor now. I am Groot. Of course, he would say, I am Groot.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. So yeah, yeah, you're right. That I wasn't thinking of it that way, but that's you have a
Well,
very good point.
I'm an a hole. I'm an a hole. So I'm like, well, that doesn't work.
Well, that's just a blanket statement. That means
There
nothing.
being a spider hole.
Unless you're another spider, then it's phenomenal.
Those tunnely spiders are scary.
Unless you're a spider.
They eat their own.
I'm just saying, you know,
That's even more scary.
could be a nice, sexy web hole there.
And speaking of which, he had a nice little sexy web hole going with the hand.
He didn't. that that had to be their inspiration for that popcorn bucket that's getting all the flack online. The white.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. So, what other thoughts you have about this movie? I know we've just kind of been bouncing around here a little bit.
We're
But
all over the place, but it was good. I am very happy I went to the theater to watch it. I was not
that's
disappointed.
because I was there.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, and the ladies went tag-alongs.
Oh yeah. Well, that's because you invited them. I was just going to be me and you.
My bad. I didn't want to look weird, like two guys in the theater together with their arms around each other crying. With me the first time, and it makes it a lot easier to explain away with the guy you're stalking that oh the wives are here.
That is true. There was a nice
It's
buffer.
weird if it's just me. If I'm on one side and you're on the other, then we're gonna love stab you now. I don't even know you, but
It's like, hey, I don't know where your wife went, but she said I can have her receipt. Do you want some popcorn?
I put your arm up. It's like he's in the middle right there. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Yes.
Oh, so I
Yes.
don't think we said it yet. Did we say this already? I don't remember now. So we come out and everybody's in the bathroom.
Literally
And
everybody.
everybody's in the bathroom, and I'm standing out there waiting, and I see a couple Spider-Men, and then you come out and we're talking, and I'm like, I think it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I think, and so we experienced it. We experienced the pointy meme for real
We
in
did.
real life. It's like, is this real life? I'm pretty sure I just went and got some dental work done or something because this should not have happened. The pointy
It
Spider-Man
did.
thing,
It did.
it
It did.
happened.
Right in front of us, literally feet in front of us. We saw the Spider-Man meme come to life.
So it exists in the world. I just want
Yes.
everybody to know
It is.
it's true.
It is.
It's not a meme. It's life, real life.
It was a meme. Now it's life.
I argue differently, sir. I think I think the meme. I think the pointy became before the meme, and the meme.
Eh. Tomato.
It's chicken and egg.
Right. I guess technically the meme was a screenshot from the cartoon.
They had to point at each other
I
first.
guess if you're gonna be technical about it and say factual things.
But this was 2028, and we witnessed it in 2026. So there's some kind of time thing going on here. I'm pretty sure that we're all in the
Inception.
multiverse. It's Inception.
Inception. Okay, so speaking of Inception, but not really. Um, something that I thought of entirely on my own. I did not look this up.
He's lying.
I'm not actually.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm mindless, but I do not lie, sir.
I'll be good.
So it dawned on me while I was driving home from the theater. Tom Holland, Zendaya, and John Bernthal, right? They're all three in this movie, right?
Hmm.
All three of them are also in the Odyssey.
They are.
That came out 2 weeks apart. How rare is that to have three A-list stars being in a blockbuster movie 2 weeks apart?
I. It's a simulation.
I,
Simulation theory proven.
I
Because our world is low on RAM, so it's got to reuse the same actors for blockbusters. Have you seen prices nowadays?
honestly, I think we just proved that it's all AI.
It's all AI.
That's all it
Our
is.
whole universe.
It is. Every movie is
This
AI
this is
generated.
AI. We
Yeah.
saw the real meme. We saw the meme happen in real life. You got actors being
Yep.
reused in blockbuster films.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
But seriously, I mean, I'm sure this happened before, but they just struck me as very interesting that it's not uncommon for an actor to have two movies come out about the same time, but to have three of them in the same two movies 2 weeks apart, and they're both like massive blockbuster films. I thought that was kind of interesting.
well, and they were all pretty sizable characters, really. And, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously,
Right.
they were bigger in Spider Man as opposed to the Odyssey, just because the Odyssey has such a large cast
It
compared. But I
did.
mean, they were important enough that you saw them get FaceTime and talking times. They had
Well,
lines.
Zendaya literally played Athena, and Tom Holland
Did
was.
she talk? Okay, I said that. Did she actually say anything? I just remember her like standing there looking knowingly.
She did a couple times. It was like almost like whispers, like over
Yeah,
there.
but I think people were giving her grief about that performance. I think people were like giving her crap online about it. I thought she was a fine Athena. It
I
didn't
know.
bother
Yeah, the
me.
whole Odyssey online review bombing
Well,
things kind of got out of hand last couple weeks.
sure. Well, the thing is I used to read a lot of Greek mythology, and the gods would take all kinds of various forms. Like they could be anybody.
Right.
Which I mean, I know we're not doing the Odyssey now, but
That was
Zeus's law,
that,
the Zeus's law, a
that
few
was two
podcasts
weeks
ago.
ago.
Not bad.
Yeah. Look.
The Zeus's law thing.
Yeah.
He could be anybody. So you take care of the beggar, you serve him because it could be Zeus in disguise,
Yeah. It could be MJ.
or she could be MJ. If you think about it, I bet that Athena is MJ. It makes good sense when you think about it.
I mean, it all lines up, right?
It all comes together.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if anybody out there has another good example of that, let us know. Because I may do some research myself and see, because I am curious about that. But yeah, it's just the way my mind works when I'm after I see a movie and I'm driving home, whatever. That I always have that stuff just floating around up there. So
Well, and we watched both these movies very recent,
yes,
so it's
yeah,
even more fresh in your mind.
right, yeah, exactly. But and again, it's not. I don't think it's that uncommon, but to have two massive blockbusters and have three in each one, that just kind of I don't know, just kind of popped in my head there.
Hmm.
So
Well, and yeah, for half a minute, I thought there was going to be more play around the girl in the elevator at the building.
me too. Yeah,
I think that was kind of there to toy with us a little bit, right?
right. I agree. Although it was funny when he sees her again later, he's wearing her outfit.
Is that my shirt? No, he's got the juicy
Juicy.
pants on.
Right. Yeah. All right. So overall, what's your grade? What's your score?
I would say because the last one was so phenomenal, I would almost say this is like an 8 or a 9.
I agree. Yeah, I think I actually gave No Way Home. I gave that 10 out of 10. So I give this a 9 out of 10. I think that's pretty fair. It's a very very good film.
I mean, I think eight's really too low, honestly.
Right.
but I kind of like it's not quite nine, 8.5. I'll say eight and a
So you
half.
give it 17 out of 20?
17 out of 20. I like the way you think. I like the way you're mathing this
Right,
out.
sometimes
He's a thanks genius.
sometimes it just pops in my head. I don't know.
Maybe you should go to MIT for 2 years and graduate.
Hey, you never know. In movie time, I could.
No, obviously.
No, I agree. It's maybe if I watch it again later, maybe I'll settle on 8. But as of right now, ba- based on the story, based on what they did with people not knowing him and how he coped with it, like with the whole pulling on the heartstrings, introducing Jean Grey, having some side characters in there. I mean, it was just a good time.
It was solid. It was very solid.
Yeah, and it did not feel like 2.5 hours either.
No, it did not.
No,
Not at all. It was, and that's. I mean, that. I never once felt the length of the movie. Not even for a second.
right.
There was always something going on. Even in a few of the slower scenes that were like emotionally tugging at you, the pacing was like it was perfect pacing.
Well,
Honestly,
yeah, I mean, honestly, like if you had to go to the bathroom, when would you go?
I don't go to the. I tie it off like a
You
man.
do, but I'm saying if you had to go, what would you do?
I crap in the chair.
Good answer, sir. That was a trick question.
It's a Napa Crapper 2 3000.
The-
I paid for upgraded seats at the AMC. It's got the full refrigerator and the Napa Crapper. Is it the Napa Crapper 3000? You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, that's
And stay
I think it's called.
tuned, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
But yeah, you do your business and you don't leave the seat for this one.
right, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So
You strap that depends on and you go to that theater.
there is a website I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Run P. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh yeah, where they tell you when you should go to the bathroom and
Yeah.
stuff.
So I have not been on that site for a long time. Uh,
What is it for this?
well, I just went there,
It's
but
like there is no time. Never. Don't do it.
yeah, I don't see. Yeah, they don't have it on there yet. So yeah, so it's not on there yet.
Urination is not allowed for this film.
They just have a movie review on there now. So
Amateurs.
yeah. But anyway, yeah, I would struggle trying to find a time to go.
You know a good movie. I can think I had a lot of time to go. 3/4 of the way through Signs, you could just go take a dump and just finish it out. You never see the aliens and not ruin the
And then
movie.
walk in during the end credits. That was a very good movie. I like it.
That's the greatest movie of all time,
Or you can stick it out like a man
and ruin
and
everything.
admit that you're wrong about everything,
I
like
don't
a
know.
real man
I
would
would
do.
honestly, I wouldn't want to have missed any of it because it
Right.
was
Yeah.
solid,
Yep. I agree.
and I think you would lose a lot. Actually, you would run a hell of a risk of missing something important.
I think really the only time the only scene that pops in my head is when uh, after he saves MJ and he goes to take her to Frank's lair and like the booby traps. I mean, if you didn't know who Frank Castle was, and you get that kind of explain, but I mean, otherwise you could probably run a pee during that, and whatever. But
So you called it. So you need to find out what time that scene is, and you've got the P.
the pee time.
You guys download on the urination sequencing.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
exactly 30 seconds to make it to the theater.
Well, I gotta go watch it again. See you guys. uh,
Hold on, let me finish 3 drinks before I go.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. So, all right, sir. I think we've spun this web enough, haven't we?
I see what you did there.
Uh, any other final thoughts, or are we ready to call it a night?
Um, no, I mean, excellent film. Go watch it. It was a fun watch.
Yeah.
I would say watch it in the theater. I think
Right.
this is one
That's
I would
what.
definitely try to catch in the theater if you can.
Yeah. And we're typically a couple weeks behind schedule. Well, a couple weeks from watching the movie, recording the podcast, and putting it out. So by the time people are seeing this, hopefully they've already seen the movie because they'll be about 2 or 3 weeks in. So, but if you haven't seen it, go see it.
And I don't think we spoiled a whole lot in this. Actually, a few things, but not. It could have been a lot worse.
Well, it could always be
They all
worse.
and they all
I
died.
mean, we could have just read the script for 2 hours. Scene
And then
cut.
Peter says to MJ, "I hate you. I hope you die." And then she
Again.
dies.
The end.
The end.
So,
And Spider-Man went arachna crazy and murdered
and
everyone.
then and then John Goodman had to come and spray pesticides on him and kill him. All right. On that note, we're out, everybody. See ya.
Later.
See ya.